Start with your feet hip width apart or slightly wider. Then from here, you're going to have 2 kettlebells, so one either side. From here, you're going to hinge at the hips. So take a deep breath in, exhale, hinge at the hips and set up for your deadlift. From here, you want to make sure that you're creating tension in your body. So squeeze underneath your lats, push the kettlebells away and draw your rib cage back towards your spine. From here, think about pressing your feet into the floor. And as a reaction of that, that's when you stand up and the kettlebells lift off the floor. Try not to think about pulling them up. Try and think about pressing your feet into the floor, and the kettlebells lifting are just a reaction of that. If you are finding with this exercise that it is hurting your lower back, it's probably because you have a dip in your lower spine. So what I want you to make sure that you do is really focus on your setup and maintain that position throughout. So notice how I really focus on getting my feet underneath my hips and I'm spreading my toes to the floor. From here, I'm keeping my knees soft. I'm not locking my knees out. And then I'm taking myself down into a deadlift position. So it's not a squat, it's a deadlift position. So we want to have some activation in the hamstrings and glutes. We should feel them fire up. Then from there, draw the rib cage back and try and think about closing the gap in between my hip bones. That enables me then to smooth out my lower back and not have so much of a dip in my lower back. So when you're setting up and when you're doing the exercise, when you're in that start position, try and think, close the gap in between my hip bones. That should help to smooth out your lower back and avoid any lower back tension. Remember with deadlifts, though, you are going to be working your lower back a little bit. So it is normal to feel this in your lower back. But what we really want to feel is more hamstrings, quads and glutes in this exercise. Try and keep your arms nice and straight and locked out and push your arms away. Exhale to press your feet away and lift up the dumbbells, and inhale to lower.